All right, what's going on, everybody? Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We are going to do a final walkthrough for a client from out of state. Our client's actually from New York, looking to purchase this home here, and we're going to be doing the final walkthrough. Now, keep in mind, I've never met the client. This transaction was actually done online, and we're about to close in a couple days. And for our final walkthrough, this is where we're going to come, check the property, make sure everything that we all agreed between buyer and the seller agrees to fix the items, all these things are done, and this is something that you're going to do prior to your closing. So this is how it works. You submit an offer, you negotiate the deal. Within your due diligence, okay, you get a home inspection done. And I highly recommend you get a home inspection, no matter if you are purchasing a brand new home or even a resale home. You're always going to run into some problems, and you want to make sure everything's working with the home, okay? Now, within your due diligence period, you're doing the inspection, you get back the inspection report. Once you get back the inspection report, during your due diligence period, as a buyer, you have a right to ask for the seller to fix certain things. Now, the seller can say no, or they can credit you some money, okay? If you don't agree to the terms, then both parties can cancel out of the deal and you get back your earnest money deposit. However, you lost out on the home inspection. So fast forward, we're going to be closing in a couple days. And today I'm going to walk you through the process of how I do things and why these things are actually important, especially if you are a buyer from out of state. And 95% of my clients are buyers from out of state. I've never met them in person, but everything is handled remotely, okay? So let me get my glasses here real quick. So here we have the inspection report, courtesy of VIP Inspections. Ben is actually the owner of the company, super cool guy. I've been working with him for years now. I love how detailed he is with the report, so it's the reason why I use him. And third party, perfect, right? So like I mentioned before, we had sent on over a request for repairs for the seller to fix, so they counter back. And keep in mind, just as a quick tip for you agents out there, the home inspection report, there's actually reference numbers, okay? And the reference numbers identify the things that are wrong with the property. So when you are filling out a request for repairs, you're going to use the number reference, the item number, to what you're referring to. So that way, once the agent receives it and they receive the home inspection report and what you want fixed, they can use that reference item number to see exactly what they are talking about. So now, the sellers had counter back to us, okay, of what they are willing to fix. So we're going to go over this together, and this is something that I do for my clients that are from out of state. Like I said, you don't even have to be here. I've never met the clients in person whatsoever. I haven't even done like a video FaceTime, right? So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the things that they agreed to fix. So item number 1, 3.3, 10.5. So what I'm going to do is go to 3.3, okay? And it says here, 10.5, 3.3. So it says here, the seller to provide $6,500 credit to the buyer in lieu of repairs of the RV, driveway, and window, okay? So let's go take a look at this. So what the sellers are saying is that we're not going to fix these things. However, Mr. Buyer, if you want the home and if you agree to the terms, we're going to give you a credit of $6,500. Now, once you get that $6,500, you want to make sure it's actually credited. So let's take a look at this. Here is the driveway, okay? That's cracked. And the seller doesn't want to make that repair. Now, one of the concerns was the buyer was like, isn't the HOA going to say something? And basically the seller was saying that HOAs have never complained. However, however, if you feel uncomfortable, we'll give you $6,500, okay? So, good news is we're getting $6,500 for that. The second item here, let me highlight this. I like to highlight things as we go along, so that way I know it's completed. And also the good news is that by me doing this video, I'm sharing the information with you guys, but also I'm going to send this on out to my client so that way he can verify it has been complete. So one thing about technology nowadays, we can do these videos and send them over to our clients. But here's the thing, not all agents know how to do this, right? The second item is 3.6. So I'm going to go to 3.6. So 3.6 talks about trim removal, vegetation at the rear perimeter wall. So now I use this as a reference, the rear perimeter wall. So let's go see if this thing is actually done. So we're going to come outside here. Looks like they had trimmed everything, so it's not hitting the perimeter wall, which is good. So that was these items right here that was on the home inspection report, okay? The third item, repair pedestrian side gate at the pool to ensure the self-latching function is operational. So 3.6, okay? So the back gate, so we're gonna go take a look at that. All right, let's go make sure this gate is fixed. The reason why this has to be self-latching is because we have a pool here and we don't want kids, okay? This is required, so let's see if it works. Oh man, I just scuffed my shoes. Self-latch, it works. On this side, there shouldn't be one. But also, I would highly recommend that you put a lock there, and also, yeah, see, this one doesn't have it. Also, because we have a sliding glass door, you should probably put some sort of alarm here, so that way if this door opens, you have an alarm, you know that somebody is out back. All right, let's move on. This one is complete, which is cool. 3.9. Now 3.9, it says repair, replace damaged door seal on the rear exterior door, okay? So in this report, it shows these French doors here, okay? Looks like they had added the weather stripping. Now let's make sure here. This is how you unlatch these. Okay. Give me a second here. A little tough for some reason. It's kind of hard with one hand. There we go. So we have weather stripping. All seals have been done. Cross that out. 5.7. Let's go to 5.7. Now the other thing is, I already looked at this report and I already highlighted the items, okay? It says recommend setting of the water heater to 120 degrees, okay? I'm gonna circle that because here's the thing. I, don't have a gauge of what the temperature is, but it says here, 5.7, set the water heater to achieve a water temperature of 120 degrees. However, I'm going to go out to the garage, and sometimes these hot water heaters will identify the temperature. Here's the hot water heater here, but obviously the adjustment would be right here, which is really cool with this tankless hot water heater. I'm sorry, with this tank, you can actually make the adjustments, which is pretty cool. I like mine a little bit more hot than 120 degrees. So in this one will be a little bit harder to verify unless you put a temperature or a thermometer, right, on this right here. But let's just see here. Now, one of the things I need to disclose to my client is that I do not have a thermometer to test the hot water, but I'm going to go by feel, but also you can make the adjustments as well. Okay? I'm going to let this run for just a little bit. So I'm not going to highlight this one as complete, but I'm going to let my clients know. So we're going to move on to 5.10. Okay, it's getting hot, guys. It's actually pretty hot. However, it could be hotter than 120 degrees. But again, you can make the adjustments. I will have a conversation with the client to see how they want to address that issue. Next one, I'm going to move to 5.10. So we're going to go to 5.10, and it says the water treatment. The water filtration system is present at the kitchen sink. Okay? And it says water flow. Let me turn this off, sorry. Water flow quickly indicating that needs for the filter replacements or other defects. Okay? And it says serviced by a water treatment professional. So if we go to 5.10 and it says water service purification system at the kitchen sink, so water flows. Okay. So this is what they're talking about. Let me flip this thing around. There you go. This is your drinking water. Oops, I don't know if you can see it. There we go. Here's your purification system, RO system, which is really cool. Okay, so it works. Turn that off. Okay, next one. Let's cross that out there. 6.6. Okay, it says restore all inoperable lights. Okay, 6.6. So a couple things here for 6.6, the light at the rear, okay, we need to make sure that is fixed. The light at the garage door, and also it looks like we have a light, where is this at? At the stairway, okay. All right, let's go make sure these lights are turned on. You know what, let's go to the back first. So you can see the light is on, and it's controlled through here. We're going to turn it off. Come on, turn off. There you go. So that's working. Then we're going to go to the garage. Matter of fact, you know what? We'll go over here first. And it looks like, what light here? The stairway. Okay. The light actually works, but looks like it's about to get burnt out. But we know that there's electricity there, but it looks like it's almost burnt out. So I say that should be fine, but obviously the client's going to see this video depending on how they want to handle that situation. Also, the garage door opener, let's go take a look at that light as well. Let's make sure that is complete. That light bulb works. I forgot to check that while I'm already here. There it is. It works. Let me close this. So 6.6, we're good to go. 7.5. Okay. 7.5. Ensure fan at the primary is operational with controls. So we have to go to the primary, make sure the fan is working there. And 10.3. Okay. Now I'm going to skip the primary for just a second here. But we're going to jump to 10.3 because we're already down here. It says, evident and repair primary bathroom shower leak. Oops, that's the wrong one. 10.3 ceiling fans. 10.3. Okay, yeah, 10.3. Repair the primary bathroom shower leak and repair affects the drywall and matching existing finishes. So this sounds like it is the primary, but it's not, because if we reference 10.3, 10.3, what it does, it shows moisture underneath the primary bathroom. So the primary is actually upstairs, but what happened was there's actually moisture down here, okay? Primary bathroom is here, but as you can see, right, we had problems here and here, but the seller had fixed the problem. So let me flip this thing around. Now I'm just going to go upstairs and just check that primary ceiling fan real quick. We're going to kill two birds with one stone. Here's the primary. Now, oh, remote is right here. Okay. Light, boom. Fan, let's turn on the fan. Oh, that's fan off, duh. Fan is working. Oh, sorry about that, guys. I didn't even show it to you. Let's go light. Bam, let's go fan off. So it works. So we got two more items off the list, which is really cool. Now, the other thing is, if you guys don't have a real estate agent looking to purchase out here, look, I'm willing to go way above and beyond the line of duty here. So we took care of the primary, ceiling fan, and also the patchwork. We're going to go to 11.2. 11.2. It says non-conforming flexible rub or plastic drain fitting is present underneath the sink. Okay? So we need to make sure that the trap is done correctly. And it says replace the fitting underneath the sink with a drain. So let's take a look. I'm going to flip this baby around. There we go. So this was actually a flex tube at one point, and the problem with the flex tube is that when the water runs, you're going to have like these little grooves, and it could build some algae, and things can actually get stuck and clogged. But they did this the right way here, okay, which is cool. All right, we've got 7 more items to go. 12.1. So 12.1, it says replace drain stop in the downstairs bathroom. Okay, let's go take a look. Downstairs bathroom. Let's take a look at this drain stop. It's kind of cool how that works, right? It works! Now we're going to go back to 12.1, and it says, replace the faucet leaking at the primary faucet and the tub. Okay, so we need to go upstairs. The primary faucet is leaking, and also the bathroom sink faucet. Okay, so we're going to check that. And 12.1 again. And also, what's another one here? Repair drain leak at the bathroom sink. Okay, so let's take a look at this. So we have one at the guest. Okay, want to make sure nothing is leaking. So we're going to go back up to the primary. Then we have another one. Ensure the toilet upstairs guest bathroom is secure to the floor. So let's go check those things. We're going to go check a bunch of items. Okay, but we just want to make sure nothing is leaking. Now, this is not on the inspection report, but I'm just going to just check that anyway, right? Now let's go upstairs. Now I want to go to the guest bathroom. Make sure the toilet is secure. This is it right here. So, let's see here. It is secure. So that's off the list. Let's see if these are still leaking. Obviously, none of this is leaking. Looks like they tightened up the T-trap. I'm going to let it run for a little bit. Make sure there's no leaks. I like to feel here, here. And here again, so we're good. But while I'm here, I just want to check. Just doing a little extra work here, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's so important that you really go above and beyond for your clients, especially in today's environment. This is so important to actually have the right agent really working on your behalf, but also understand how things work. Okay. So the faucet leak in the primary, that was done. And it looks like the repair for the drain in the bathroom sink, that was done. So boom, boom. Then the toilet was secured in the guest, so that's done. Now we're on 15, so we're going to go to 14.1. Irrigation in the front was actually leaking, so we got to go check that out. And we're going to take a look at the repair pool pump for the leaks in the seal, and also the valve in the attached pump leak. Okay, so while we're here, we're going to check. However, the sellers had already provided us a video, and they have already sent us the invoice for the company that had fixed the items. So I don't really have to check it, but I'm just going to check it anyway. All right, and I'm just going to flip this around, and as you can see, oops, right down there, here it is. No leaks. Then the refill for the pool. So what this is right here, I can tell this has been replaced because this is all brand new. It didn't look like this. What this does is ties to the main line, and this is an autofill for that pool. So that is done. So now there's one more thing that we have to check is up front, the irrigation system, to see if the irrigation system is leaking. So this is where the irrigation leak had occurred, but as you can see, It is dried out, ready to go. I'm kind of cheating right now, guys. What I'm doing is I'm turning on the irrigation system. I'm bypassing everything to see if it is leaking. Okay? As you can see, it is not leaking, but what do we got right here? We have an irrigation line here. Okay? This needs to be into the ground, but it's also missing a plant. Okay? So this right here, it's really up to the seller, it's really up to the buyer if they want the seller to fix this. But honestly, this is really an easy fix right here. You just cut this off and you just need a different cap because this one is spitting out way too much water. But the other thing that you can do is shove it into the ground because the irrigation system should be on a drip system. But this is something that I will probably send on over to the sellers. And that is pretty much it. So there's only two concerns that I have, which is that up front and set the temperature for the hot water heater to be at 120 degrees. But like I said, you could just change that out anytime. That's such an easy, simple fix. So this shouldn't hold up the transaction to close the file on time. Now, what happens if you come out here, these things are not done, and you're supposed to be closing tomorrow because you're required? Then what happens is we do a timeout. I would send out an addendum, send out an email to the listing agent, say, hey, look, we've done the inspections. However, these items are not fixed. In order for us to close and in order for your seller to get the money, they have to fix these items. But like I said, these are such small, minute items that it's really at the discretion of the buyer on what they want to do. So I really hope that you find this information very helpful or valuable to you guys. And if so, let me know in the comments below, what's your thoughts on this property? And do you think I did a really good job or you think I just did a shitty job? All right. And also I want to know, is this something that your agent is also doing for you? Is this a service that they are providing? I'm just curious. Other than that, I really appreciate each and every one of you guys from the bottom of my heart. Now, if you haven't had a chance to subscribe to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button. And like I said, if you guys don't have a real estate agent, you're looking to buy a home out here, or if you already live out here, you're thinking about selling your home, we actually have 3 different options for a lot of the sellers out here. And we find it to be very valuable for the sellers. What are the 3 options? If you have a home that you want to sell and it needs a rehab or repair, we'll buy it for cash, close within 7 days. Or if you're just not ready and you kind of want to test the market, we have a deal where we can do an off-market sale. If you get the right price, then you can pull the trigger. Third option, if you are ready to sell, we'll come in, we'll help you out, we'll see what needs to be done to your home. And at that point, if you just don't have the money to fix those items, we would do a novation where we come in, we spend our money, we invest the money into the property to help you to sell the home. Other than that, guys, I really appreciate each and every one of you guys from the bottom of my heart. Other than that, I wish you guys nothing but the best and be blessed. Peace. Hey, what's up, everybody? Did you know that 96,000 people move to Las Vegas every single year? The question is why? Well, due to the Fed's interest rate hikes have increased the cost of living for many Americans across the country. Americans are now looking to relocate to Las Vegas because of no state income tax, low unemployment, low cost of living, and affordability for housing. We're also the entertainment capital of the world. So if you are thinking about relocating to Las Vegas, we would like to offer you a free Southern Nevada market report and a relocation guide. All you have to do is click on that link below to claim yours today.